Hello, Gun Nation. Big Johnson coming at you. What we've got here is kind of a battle of the full-size 45s, okay? This is the CZ97B versus the FNX-45. Now, just to let you know, I like both of these guns. I like them a lot. So I'll kind of go over some of the characteristics of each one, and you can decide which one you choose. Also, we will weigh them just so you'll see the weight difference. But anyway, also the 97B holds 10 plus 1 of 230 grains of 45 hate. This one holds 15 plus 1, so that's 16 rounds of 45, 230 grains of hate. This is the non-tactical version. You know, I've had the tactical version in the past, never used it. Ended up selling it, but I missed the pistol, so I bought this one, and I'm glad I did. But first, let's go ahead and get the weights out of the way. We've had a lot of people ask, you know, what's the weight difference? So, got the trusty little scale here. Upgraded the channel and bought a scale. Woohoo! So, we will weigh this bad boy. Now, this is the all steel. So, here we go. Now, just so you know, these are not loaded. So, I'm just giving you kind of empty weight, so to say. Now, you're going to add a holster and ammo. This one is 2 pounds, 9.0 ounces, but it only holds 11, 10 plus 1. So there you go. There's that. Now this is the FNX-45, and it holds 15 plus 1, but it is empty with nothing in the chamber, part polymer. And this one is 2 pounds, 0.6 ounces. So there you go. Now, I will go over what I like about both and if I have any dislikes. So we'll get the scale out of the way. Let's just start with the 45, FNX-45. FN makes great pistols, we all know that. You do have multiple back straps that you can pick, you know, medium and large, etc. This is the large. So, and if y'all have ever seen the FNX-45, it is a big gun. You know, a lot of people are like, God, that's a monster, how do you carry it? Okay, well, when I put my hands on it with the large back strap, my hands wrap around real well. I love how this is kind of beveled at the end, you know, to hold your finger on there. And I'll show you what this looks like. See the little end cap there? It kind of holds your hand on really good. But, you know, when I put my hand on it, it really doesn't look that big. And there's my hand also. So you can see, and I wear like an XL to a double XL gloves. So now this one does, I have put the Ameriglow night sights on it, just so you can see it. Those are just the original, kind of the standards. This one is double action, single action. So of course you can cock it back. You know, you can put the safety on if you choose to, carry it in cocked and locked, you know, knock it down, boom, fire. Or you can hit the decocker. So you just press down for the decocker. And I'll do that one more time on camera. So I'm gonna kind of do it this way, try to. Okay, that puts it on safe for like a 1911 carry, so it makes the trigger completely dead. Or you can go back to safe and fire, or off of safe and fire, you know, because it's red. And then you can pull down and it'll decock it, so it puts it like in the half cock position. And then you can fire. Now, is the trigger phenomenal? No, it's not phenomenal. Double action, you know, I'll try to show you this. I'll have to do it with my thumb. Here's double action. Goes back, you know, and it's kind of roller bearing-ish. Single action is nice. You know, there's really, like, you pull it back, you hit the wall. There it is, so it's nice. And then for your reset, well, that was weird. That'll make it on a blooper tape. All right, so there it is. Fire. And I'll show you the reset. There's the reset. If you didn't see what I did, I actually was trying to rack it and I'm looking at the camera, so my hand slid off and hit the table, but you know, they're unloaded, so not a big deal. It does have the really large ambidextrous mag release, and they're really big, so you will have no problem ejecting them. It does have the really nice stippling all the way around. I love that. It's got the lanyard loop if you choose to use a lanyard. That's your preference. Front and rear serrations, really large trigger guard, so you can put a glove in there. It does have the really nice, you know, 1913 Picatinny rails, so you can put lights, lasers, whatever you choose to on there. Just a great pistol all the way around. Really, really like the pistol. It is not a hinge trigger like the M&Ps, you know, but it is a polymer trigger. So just to give you an idea on that. And I've got videos on this by itself if you want to check it out. Okay, here we go. The CZ97B. Why would you want to have this? Great pistol, large grip, you know. Here's this one in my hand. Here's the grip. And of course, there it is in my hand. You know, you've already got the weight on it. These do have lock grips on it. Really like the lock grips. That's the cool thing about this one, you know, you can change the grips out if you choose to. And again, it is 10+1. It does have the ring hammer on it, you know, just your standard ring hammer. This one on the B does have the safety. So if you get the BD, you can get the decocker. So basically you can carry this like a 1911, makes the trigger dead, and then you just sweep it down, fire. So, and you'll notice the safety is kind of beveled out. It's kind of got a little ledge on it. So it's really nice. You know, if you want to rack it back, we'll just do this. If you just want to rack it back, have it turned on, I mean, it's really easy to sweep. So you can carry it cocked and locked. When you get ready to fire, sweep it down, boom. Also, this model it's the newer model, it does come with the front fiber optic, but it comes with the rear crappy sights. So those rear sights are horrible. It's like the P01 rear sight. It's like your standard 75B rear sight. They're just kind of ridiculous. Also, this one does have a little loaded chamber indicator, the little silver dot right there, and it does pop up, but you don't see it in your sights, so it's not that bad. But really nice pistol. Love the beaver tail. You know, fits in your hand really well. Kind of wish I could get large palm swells for it, even though it's a big grip. Just kind of a little different for my hand. Shoots great. You know, really, really enjoy the pistol. Don't have any negativity about except the rear sight, and I'm going to be changing that out. You know, it doesn't have the really aggressive hook trigger. You know, it's a pretty nice trigger. The trigger guard, like if you put a glove in there with my fingers, it's pretty tight, honestly, right there, where the FNX is a lot larger. You know, you can see the trigger guard difference. I mean, I'll kind of put them on top of each other. You know, really big difference with the trigger guard. So if you got really big hands and you shoot with gloves a lot, you know, you might want this one. But, you know, they're both great pistols. I've just had people ask me, like, what's your preference on a large 45? Now, and also people say, well, you don't, you know, ever show any 1911s. I've had 1911s in the past. I've had some really high-end 1911s. Ed Brown's, Les Bears, things like that. I kind of got out of the 1911s and really, you know, jumped into the CZs pretty hard because a lot of those are jewelry pieces. You know, I did carry the Les Bear, and it was a really pretty gun and all that other stuff, but I don't open carry, you know, and I'm not a jewelry guy. So I kind of got rid of them and kind of went into some other items. I love 1911s, don't get me wrong. Just kind of fell out of love with them for a while. So anyway, I prefer these type of 1911s. And these are priced right. I mean, you can really get into these things. And with this capacity, you can't beat 16 rounds of 45. You know, most of your 1911s are like 7s, 8s, you know, and you can get +2s or things like that. But here you've got it all in one package. So just really hard to beat. But I appreciate y'all as always. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember, an unarmed nation is a very weak nation, so we all got to carry on.